So, Mr. Lett, we'd really like to know what
No
we've been
comment.
charged
I've
with.
told you no comment. Do not harass or stop.
Ma'am, I'm asking you questions. I mean, Deputy Love says we've been charged with 22-50 or 21-5922.
Why are you lying about us in court? We don't have that medical stuff.
You
know
disclosed
it.
the medical records,
You
not
disclosed
us.
it yourself, Jill.
Is
that allowed,
that's a pretty
Jill?
serious
You
You
offense.
guys
guys
just
should
lie.
not be filming
Why
in a
not?
judicial area.
Oh, I thought it was a
There are
court.
rules
Isn't-
not to
yeah,
film
the
in
court-
judicial
Yeah,
areas.
this is a
We're not in
constitutional
court.
right
We're
that
like
you
right
guys
outside
down here
your
are gonna
office.
have to understand.
I've told you I'd have no comment if you don't stop following
We
me.
can
I
continue
will
to
charge
ask
you with
questions.
stalking.
You're gonna
We
charge
can
us with
continue to ask
stalking.
questions,
You're gonna
Jill.
charge us with
You lied
stalking.
about us in court. We'd like to know why.
Do not comment
No
on
charges
my-
listed, huh? So you're actually investigating us? Are you ever gonna tell us if we're charged, or is this just a criminal trial that happens without any kind of oversight at all? You just rule it yourself? Do you often lie in court? Judging from what we're hearing, it does seem that that's the case. You wanna share it with us? If I give you an upload link, would you share that with us?
Do you guys have any other questions, though?
I do. I'd like to know about that duck. Did you kidnap a duck, Jill? I hear you kidnapped a duck and threw a fit inside your house when the police came to get it back for the owner. Is that true?
It was a stalking. It's a stalking. You know the stalking statute says that it doesn't apply when you're
Yeah.
asking you about it, you said, "What would charge you with stalking now?"
Flaunting your laws, huh? Don't pull the door on me, you dumb bitch. Don't pull the door on me. You called me a criminal, you dumb bitch. I'll call you whatever I want.
Next witness.
Clinton Hansen, Your Honor. And we've watched those videos now, Judge, but I don't think that the defense has actually asked for them to be admitted. But I am asking for the two videos we have watched, 11 and 12, to be admitted into evidence.
I have no objection. I'll ask that Exhibit B be admitted also as well.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. You may have a seat. You're under oath. Counsel, when he settles, you may begin.
Would you please state your name for the record?
Clinton Hansen.
And how are you employed?
I'm a deputy sheriff with the Greenwood County Sheriff's Office.
And from time to time, have you done special cases here?
Yes.
And were you a former county deputy?
Yes.
How long have you been in law enforcement?
A grand total of 14 years.
And were you assigned to be special security for me for the jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
What date was that trial?
I believe it was November 3rd through the 5th.
Okay. And did it get delayed due to the election day?
I don't know about the election day per se.
Was Wednesday the 6th the day that you were here to give security for me?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you came on November 6th, were you assigned to follow me everywhere I went?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you on the lookout for individuals that could cause me harm?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, after I had been in the judge's chambers, where did I exit to?
You came right out of the judge's chambers into the foyer area, I guess, for lack of a better phrase.
Okay. Is that at the top of the stairs?
Yes, ma'am.
And after I had been standing there with you for a few seconds, did anyone approach us?
Yes, ma'am.
Who approached us?
There was a couple people. We had another deputy, Jeremiah Andrews, that I work with, also came by. I'm sorry, sir, I really don't know your name other than Michael. Came and stood by the judge's chambers at the top of the stairs as well. Some other people were walking by too.
Right. And did he stand right behind me?
Pretty close.
Is it within feet of me?
Yes, ma'am.
And did something occur after he got behind me?
He dropped his phone, or it somehow landed on the floor. I don't know if he dropped it or just fumbled with it.
Okay. And did he draw your attention?
The sound of the phone hitting the floor did.
Okay. And did you continue to watch him to make sure I was protected?
Not only just him, but the entire area.
And did I express any concern to you that day of fear?
Object is irrelevant.
Judge,
Sustained, not the best evidence.
well, Judge, it's relevant as to I expressed the fear that I had felt for the jury trial.
Same objection, Judge.
The objection sustained.
And have you been scheduled to continue to provide security to me in these kind of situations?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I will pass this witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Baker?
Yeah. Deputy Hansen, were you in uniform that day?
No, sir, I was not.
Okay. Did you have a firearm on you?
Yes, I did.
And was it open?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody could see it?
Yes,
Did you have a badge?
I did.
Okay. So you look like law enforcement, right?
I would presume so.
All right. And so you're there, and then Mr. Aravi's in the same area. Did Mr. Aravi say anything to you or them? Say, I'm going to hurt you, Jill, or I'm going to do anything like that?
Can I ask a clarifying question, sir?
Well, let me see if I can ask it again.
Okay.
Did Mr. Aravi, when he was there, say, this man right here?
Okay. I was unaware of his
All
last
right.
name.
Did you hear him say anything to her that said, I'm going to hurt you or threaten you or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay. And did he make any threatening gestures, body language, proxemics, anything like that that said, this guy is going to go off on her?
No, sir.
You didn't perceive him then as an immediate threat to her, did you?
Not at that time.
Not at that time. And then, you say he dropped his phone and picked it up, and that was the end of that, right? She went on her business, right?
As far as Mrs. Gillette,
Yeah, and that.
there was some conversation between the deputy that's sitting over there. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. She was advising me that he could not be recording. I am unaware if he was recording or not, and then me and Ms. Gillette went to her office.
So how many law enforcement were there around Jill Gillette when this happened?
To myself and Deputy Andrews.
All right.
She was further down the hall here.
All right. Did she have a firearm?
I presume so.
Did she have a badge and uniform?
Yeah.
Okay. No further questions.
Can you redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right. May this witness be released?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Please stay.
Thank you. You are released from your subpoena.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next witness.
I'm going to testify, Your Honor.
Right. Counsel, we're at 12:53. Where are we? Was schedule such that, and I think Mr. Baker indicated he's here for the day. Ms. Gillette, what appearances do you have?
Judge, I have child in need of care hearings this afternoon. I have a few of them. I have one at 1:30, one at 2, and then I have the last one is at 3 o'clock. And it's a truancy case. It shouldn't take very long. It was a brand new setting that just came up last week.
So what do you want to do?
So they were summoned in, I think, a couple weeks ago.
So that, when would be the end time when she would be available, you think?
I would need to be away from 1:30 to maybe 3:30.
If we start back up at 3:30 or soon thereafter, that 3 o'clock hearing is over. Counsel, if we'd had this scheduled for the whole day, I'd feel differently about it, but
I don't think it's your fault, Judge. And so, I don't think we can get done, and I don't want to, I didn't know about her schedule, I didn't know all that. I had my concerns, you know, all that. So I'm going to suggest this, because I don't think we'll get done, 3:30 to, and you've got a life and so do we. Maybe we can, and I'm going to say this, reschedule, or at least continue this to another setting. Now, but I'm open to staying till tonight if you want, but I just don't think, and it may be, Judge, can I offer you this for my sake? It may be that I can do some of this by Zoom.
When I start one in person, or vice versa, I really like to stay with the same way.
Fair enough. I just was looking for an easy way out for me.
I appreciate it, but I like to keep it the same if
Got it.
possible.
Judge, I don't have my calendar. I apologize. Can I, if I can talk to your clerk, if we just adjourn today and set it out, I think you're in compliance with the statute, and then we can find a time that I can drive back up here.
Do you know what schedule looks like on, today's the 18th. On the 20th, that'd be Wednesday, because we had a full morning bench trial that's off now.
On November 20th.
2 days from now.
Yeah, I don't have it, and I'm trying to work from memory.
Actually, the afternoon, I've got just a couple of first appearances. I could probably be ready to go at 2 or soon thereafter.
That afternoon, November 20th?
Yes.
Is that going to be doable?
We have to.
Okay. Judge, I'll commit to that. I've got a federal, I know I have a pretrial federal, but that's by telephone. So I think,
That's by what?
telephone federal
Okay.
pretrial, I'm sorry. So if you want to set it November 20th for that afternoon, and
Well, what time is your call?
I think it's,
Counsel, you don't have your calendar?
I'm sorry, I just don't. It's all electronic for me, so I'm a solo practitioner, I apologize.
Okay, do you have a staff or somebody that
I
can
don't.
look and?
It'd be my wife, and she's not there, so I'm sorry, I'm almost 70 and low overhead, so, if you want to do it, that day, I'll do my best when I get back. If I've messed up the schedule, I've got a conflict.
Well, I don't want to interfere with your federal case, that, you know, do you have a general feeling? I don't do federal case, never did, so that would
Well,
that would
my
break
general
well with me.
feeling is I've got the pretrial, I think, is that morning. But, man, if this is a spelling test, I may not pass it. So, but that's my feeling. Set it for that afternoon, and you'll say 2 o'clock?
Or soon thereafter.
Okay. And if you will just give me enough grace that if I go back and said Baker messed up, he's conflicted that afternoon. If you'll, because I wanted to get this done today, but couldn't. I didn't know.
Well, I don't want to cut anybody short on their case. Ms. Gillette, would you be available on the 20th?
Yes, Judge, I only have those first appearances with you since our trial went off.
All right, well, looks like I've got a probate, but it's a final settlement. That's probably just paperwork. So I think there's a real good chance we'd be ready to go at 2.
Okay.
But I've got the morning as well. So if you find out,
Oh, okay.
if you find out that you,
Can you do it earlier?
that are available in the morning, you can, and your witnesses and everything can be there. I would prefer that, simply so we have more
Well,
wiggle room.
it's a 2-hour for me to get here, so 10 o'clock probably is good. But I will let, and I don't have do you have a staff or someone I can email? Or
Clerk's office.
clerk here? Okay, so I'll do that when I get.
Darren Matter is the county, is the district clerk.
Okay, so when I get back, I'll tell you.
So right now, we'll set it for 2 o'clock. However, if we can do it at 10, you know, we'll try to move it up to that. Will that council be able to work with that, both councils?
It will for me, Judge.
Okay.
All I have that day is his first appearances, Your Honor.
Time frame, just if I have an estimate, Ms. Gillette, how much longer you think your case in chief will take?
Hour or less.
Okay? And Mr., he said something about motions after the state.
Yeah, so I'm going to file a motion, I'll argue that, and then, so I'm saying maybe 3. I've got 2 witnesses after I cross-examine Ms. Gillette, so I always try to.
You think 3 hours?
Well, I know I know, but with the hour of testimony there and then cross-examine a county prosecutor, you can imagine. So I think, I don't know, I've got some more videos to play, and they take a little bit of time, not a whole lot, but
All right.
maybe 2 hours. I think I can get it done in that amount of time.
Your case that you already have set takes precedent as far as I'm concerned. That's, you've got that. If you find out, and I don't know if that's a docket or how they do that.
It's said it, they do now mostly by telephone, but you gotta be there.
What I would suggest, and if we could start at 10, and if necessary, and if your hearing is set for like 10:30, we'd take a recess,
Okay.
allow you to do your hearing, and that's no matter when it is.
Got it.
I just would like to be able to get all of the evidence in and
Yeah.
hopefully a decision that day so that
Right,
we don't have to have other people coming back
Gotcha.
on a different day.
I got you. That sounds fair to me.
So we'll set it at 10, however, that's subject to modification to, in consideration of Mr. Baker's federal case.
Thanks, Judge.
But as breaks, we would probably go, if we can start at 10, we would probably go to noon or real close to noon, finish a witness or whatever. And then we would probably be starting at 2 or soon thereafter as I'm concluded with my first appearance docket, which right now I think I've got 2 cases, so it shouldn't take long.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right, so we'll see everybody at 10 a.m. on November 20th, which is Wednesday.
Thanks, Judge.
Judge, do you want to hang on to the exhibits, or do you want us to hang on to our own exhibits?
Right now, I'd like council to keep their own exhibits. Please have them available for me. In regards to videos, in the event that I want to watch some or part of these videos during deliberations, I would prefer to have council do that here in the courtroom, so that, frankly, so I don't foul it up in some fashion.
Got it.
All right, thank you. Anything further?
Not from this,
No,
not from the plaintiff.
not from the respondent, Judge.
We are adjourned. Thank you.